Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn how to fix folder access denied error. For example, someone gave you one shared path, suppose this one INDEDC01 and sales. Okay, and you can see you can access this folder, but when you try to add something you are getting this error, access denied, because you are not having access. And someone also gave you one another folder just like this HR, and you are getting error that access is not denied. So in the sales you are having read access, but in the HR you are not having read access as well. So how we can check what is happening actually and how we can access those particular folders if we want to. Just cancel this. Here I can see INDEDC01. This is my server where this sales folder has been created. And suppose we are having multiple drives in the computer and multiple folder, and it will be difficult for us to understand where that particular folder has been created, right? So what you can do, that is the easy way. You can just type net share and hit enter, and you will see HR and you will see sales as well. There is another way as well. Come here and see shared folders. Here you can see all the shared folder in your computers. Some are hidden shares, some are accessible to each and everyone. This one is accessible for all the authenticated users. This is for all. This is only for admins. But whenever you see dollar, if you try to access, you will not see that particular shared folder, right? Because those are hidden. If we are not seeing dollar after that, then those shares can be visible if we are accessing. Okay, so both are same thing. Either you can just check the location of your share folders from cmdlet or command prompt or from here. So now we know. Let's start from the sales. Sales, C sales. This one. Just go specific people. Here I can see Radhe is having read access, right? And Radhe is my user which is trying to access that particular shared path. Again we can come here. We can see Radhe is having read access, and if you want to get more detail you can come here, security. Again if you select Radhe, you can see no modify access, no full control access, only some read permissions. We are having multiple users in this domain controller, but we are only able to see these. If you come here, go effective access, select the user RADHEY, view effective access. Here you can see no full control, and no write access, write attitude something, only read permissions. That's why you are not having permission to add something. You want to do permissions again, what you can do is come here and see read and write. Taking some more time, I will just pause the video till then it is completed. It has completed. Just done this and come here again and see if you can access. We can access, but we can't having, we were not having permission to modify. But now I can modify anything because I am having write access. In the same way, if you see, we have HR folder, right? We are not having permissions. How we can validate? You can come here and see Radha is not here. Only Carolina has been given read access and Mark is having full access because Mark is the owner for this domain controller. If you want to give access, no problem. Come here, find people, select the user or group, and select the required permissions. Suppose I want to give read and write. Finish. Now I can access, right? And sometime people are having some concern like sometime before I got a question from one of my colleague that someone asked, please let us know if that particular user is having access on particular server or not. So she was not aware and she contacted me and I tried to explain what I did. I just went to the particular logged into particular computer and I opened computer management. Something wrong. comp mg.mt.msc. And I can see users and groups here. And I can see groups. If you are having any query about any local user, so you can come here and see what type of access that user is having on that particular computer. If you see Patrick. Patrick is the only user. Patrick can log into this computer, but it is not having admin rights. Mark, if you see, Mark is having admin rights. Mark can do each and everything on this computer. Same way, you can see administrator is also having all the rights, and Maria is only having read rights on this computer. If your user accounts belong to domain Active Directory, meaning your account has been created and you want to validate whether that user is having permission on this server or not, and what types of permission it is having. So here you can see there are multiple groups, predefined groups. If user is member of this group, user can log into this computer, take the remote of this computer, and they can work accordingly Print operator, event log reader, user can read the logs from this computer. Backup operator, user can take the backup of this computer if user is here. And administrator, if user is add here, it means that user is having admin control on this computer. So after checking all these required groups, you can say yes or no, user is having access, or what type of access that user is having. There is a possibility user is not added directly here. User is part of any other group in the Active Directory. For example, here I don't know whether I created any group or not. Okay, so IT support. So we can say Carolina. Let's make her member. So suppose that access is denied. No problem. Okay, MAR के mark. Perform, please install the program. What is happening? Okay, let me check. Let me pause the video for some time and I will come back again. So if I see that user is part of any group and that group is added here, for example, I can say IT support hyphen support is here, and particular user, for example, Carolina, is part of that particular group, right? So these both users are administrator for this computer because they are part of that IT hyphen support and that group has been added here. So in the same way, you can also check which user is member of that particular group, which group is here, and they, you can see there may be multiple groups have been added here or multiple groups have been added here. So you need to just collect the membership of those users or groups. So accordingly, you can just validate or say whether that user is having any access on this particular computer or not. So that's all for this video. If you have learned something new, kindly like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.